What's up, y'all? It is Be More, and it is day 4 of Vlogmas, Vlogmas, Vlogmas. Day 4. What's up, y'all? It is day 4 of Vlogmas, and I've decided to answer some of the questions that you guys have been sending me. So, first question is, what is one of the most memorable Christmases I had when I was younger? So, one of the most memorable Christmases I had when I was younger, I can't remember what age I was, but I do remember that my parents ended up giving me this karaoke machine. And if you know me, I have been self-proclaimed as the best karaoke performer on the south side of Chicago. And it started when I was younger. And I just remember this little bitty machine that my parents got me. It was gray. It had a microphone. It had like 2 little cassette players. And I think it had like a disc changer. Yeah, that's back when we had CDs. And it had this little microphone. And all I knew was I was singing on that little microphone. And the microphone could only go so far because it was attached to the actual machine. But let me tell you something. I had my own Breechella around that house, and I know my parents were like really upset that they had bought me that gift because I was performing in every room. I had to bless every room with my amazing vocals. So I was singing all types of songs, Destiny's Child. I was singing Christina Aguilera, in sync. I was out there rapping. I was like, listen, I'm about to make real good use of this gift that y'all giving me. So thank you for the blessing. And if anybody has ever seen me perform karaoke, I just want you to know it started from that gift. So who can you thank? My parents. Okay, next question. Big gift or small gift? What do I prefer? Honestly, for me, it's just really the thought that counts. Big gifts are really, really great. But you can give me a big gift, and if it's not something that I would like or something that I'm into, like, it's great and I'm going to be appreciative of it. But for me, like, big gifts doesn't really set me on fire. It's just honestly the thought that counts. And to be honest, the greatest gift for me around this time, around the holidays, is being around family, being around friends, having good food, good music, good times, good vibes, playing games. For me, like, that's the greatest gift of all. And of course, we can't forget, like, this is the season of Jesus's birth that we celebrate. So that's the greatest gift that anybody could have. But for me, like, big gift, small gift, it doesn't matter. I will say for me, the most meaningful gifts are the ones where someone like remember me saying like, oh, I really want to get this book, or oh, I really want to get this, and actually getting it for me and me being surprised because I had no idea. And I love surprises too. So like, I'm a big person on surprises. Like, yeah, I love surprises. So for me, it's not really big gift or small gift. It's more so the thought behind the gifts. And for me, that's the most meaningful thing for me around this time of year. Okay, my next question that I got is, what do I prefer, Christmases in Chicago or Christmas in LA? Well, this is only my second holiday season here in LA, so there's a lot that I haven't experienced, that I'm still hoping to. So if you guys here are natives or live in LA and got some great things that I should do for the holiday season, please comment below. Send them to me, hit my DMs, let me know, because I'm really, really looking for things to get into to just enjoy the city. But I'm going to be very honest. Every Christmas you just may not necessarily spend with your family, especially like if you're working, if you're an actor or artist. So it just kind of comes with the territory. But to be honest, I try to make the most of it. So I can't say what's better or not. I would always love to be with my family. I would love to be with my friends. I would love to just spend that time around loved ones. However, I got loved ones in Chicago and I have people here, who are loved ones as well. So honestly, I think you just got to make the most of it. So I can't say what's better or not. But you just got to make the most of it, have fun, still check in. Like I still video my family on Christmas Day and on holidays out on the East Coast and in Chicago. So we still try to stay in contact. But yeah, I can't say what's better or not, but you just got to make the most of it and have fun. It's about good vibes. It's about eating, having fun. It's Christmas. Who doesn't love Christmas? It's the greatest time of year. I just say, let's be great together. Let's be great together. All right, next question. Favorite Christmas albums. Come on now, y'all. You cannot ask me what is my favorite Christmas album. That's blasphemy. Blasphemy! Now, I can name a few Christmas albums that I love, Christmas songs that I love, but I can't give you no top, y'all. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. But let's see here. Of course, Mariah Carey, bomb. Let's see. The Temptations for sure. Jackson 5, Luther Vandross, the Isley Brothers, NSYNC. What else? Oh, Yolanda Adams, Kurt Franklin, y'all. Let me tell y'all. Okay, so Kurt Franklin changed the game with his Christmas album, okay? That part in the album, like, it was almost like every other song, Kurt would be like, Santa Claus ain't got nothing on this. And that used to be my part, y'all. That used to be my part. So his album, for sure, was like up there. Let me see. Who else? Oh, recently for sure, Fantasia, John Legend, his album. It's just so many, like so many. Oh my gosh, I love Eartha Kitt, Santa Baby for sure. Like that's a real, real good. If you gotta do a little performance, I ain't talking about Mean Girls, but if you gotta do a little performance, that's a good one. But I just love all sorts of music, and I really love at this time soulful Christmas music, so that's kind of my jam. Let's see, DMX, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, yes, him. And then also Merry Christmas Little Mama by Chance the Rapper and Jeremiah, both albums, both mixtapes, got them like on repeat. Yeah, so, and then also like soundtracks to movies and stuff like that. So yeah, those is just a few. But I can't give you a top because I don't have a top. I just love listening to TLC. Oh my gosh, Boys the Men. Yeah, so all of them. Put all of them on a mixtape. I'm good. I'm Gucci. I ain't got a top. Just let me listen to like a whole album. There it is. All right, favorite Christmas movies. What are my favorite Christmas movies? Okay, let's see. Well, I can tell you guys my favorite movie like of all times, hands down, for sure. Preacher's Wife. I literally can probably quote every scene. I can probably react every scene. Like, yeah, that was my jam. And I was so good. I think I ended up buying the director's cut DVD. So I love The Preacher's Wife, especially my girl Jennifer Lewis. Man, y'all, that first scene after the first scene after church when she was at the house. And she was like, well, Mom, you can look at me from behind. And Jennifer Lewis looked back and she said, don't be talking to me about your behind. I gave you that behind. That's my part. That's it right there. Let's see what else. Okay, for sure, Home Alone. And real quick fact, if you guys got Netflix, I just saw this show. I think it's called the way movies are made or movies made, something like that. But it just came out on Netflix, and it basically tells you how movies were made. And they only have a few up now. One of them, the first one was Dirty Dancing, but the second one was Home Alone. And I learned so much. And of course, I wanted to watch it because it was set in a suburb of Chicago. So anything Chicago, as you can see, I'm already repping Jordan. Anything Chicago, I'm always on there like, what is it? But yeah, so the actual series, it has the movies on there, but for Home Alone, it tells you how it was made. So I'm not gonna give it away, but I'm gonna give you a few quick spoilers. One thing that I found that was interesting when I watched it is it was saying how Home Alone got picked up by one network or production company, and then they ended up getting dropped, and then it ended up getting picked up by another one, and that was ultimately how it got released. But one of the great things also that I found out in that series is they said that they built the house that the neighbor's house where the water was rising up in the scene for Home Alone. They actually had built that house into a pool. And that's how they shot the scene. So once they were done, like the water drained in the pool and they didn't have to worry about damages, I was like, yo, mind blown. And on top of that, they said they shot the first Home Alone in a gym, like at a school, at a vacant school. I was like, what? Things you just never know, the way movies are made. So for sure, Home Alone. Preacher's Wife, this Christmas, of course. What other ones? I mean, I love Perfect Holiday. That's pretty cool. I think it's called A Diva's Christmas or A Diva's Christmas Carol with Vanessa Williams. That one's pretty good. I just saw Invoke Christmas, so that was cool. What other Christmas movies? The Santa Claus series, like that one. And then also, like, I grew up watching the Disney Channel Christmas movies. So like Christmas Miracle. I can't remember that movie with John Sally. What's it called? Christmas Holiday or something. I'm gonna look it up and put it in the comments below. But that one was pretty good. I remember when that one premiered on Disney. And then also, of course, I love The Best Man Holiday. And for me, I'm gonna be very honest with y'all, I honestly feel like The Best Man Holiday is very underrated. Like, I feel like that sequel, okay, that second movie, all right, hit home for me. Especially when they did the breakout with the guys and they sung, that scene, it hit me. I was right there. So yeah, let me see what else. I think that's good. Yeah, those are pretty much the ones. I love seeing new Christmas movies. So like the one that I'm watching now, I think it's called it's on Netflix. It's called A Cinderella Christmas. That's a new one that just came out recently. And then also a Royal Baby. It's like a Prince for Christmas or something like that, and it's about the royal baby that's being born. I'm gonna go ahead and check that one out. And then also the movies that came kind of on Freeform, or I still call it ABC Family. But yeah, like the movies that come out on there, I just love watching Christmas movies. So those are a few of my favorites for right now. And I'm still adding more to the list. All right, next question. Real tree or fake tree? Okay, so no shade against anybody who does real or fake trees, but I did grow up in a household where we always did real Christmas trees, so I distinctly remember my dad like going to get the Christmas tree, coming back with it, us trying to fit the tree through the door, trying to fit trees through the door. And little pine cones like down the hallway and going up the stairs. It was freaking amazing. And I mean, like, I always would get upset because, like, because we had the real trees in our house, like where we would put the tree wasn't like 100% leveled. So we would have these little like wood these little wood pieces that we would put underneath the tree holder so it could actually level it out. And me with my little self young, I always used to be so mad because my dad would make me hold the tree while he trimmed the branches on the bottom and while he tries to level it out. Why? Why do I gotta be the one to hold the tree? That tree used to stick me, y'all. Like them little needles, those things hurt. And then you up against the tree trying to hold it, trying not for it to fall while he's literally sawing the branches at the bottom. And so we would do that. And then what's funny is once I got older and then my younger brother was growing up, my younger brother used to have to do it, and he used to be so mad. He used to be so upset with having to hold that tree. And all I remember is I had to do it too. Look, it's your turn. I'm passing the torch. So that's one of my memories in terms of big tree, little fake tree, or real tree. So yeah, no shade against, those who don't have real trees, but that was just my memory growing up. And so because I was accustomed to it, I just really love real trees. And I have memories associated with it. So yeah. Okay, the next question is what color tree did you get? Okay, so, okay. What color tree did you have growing up? So the color tree that I had growing up was always green because, like I said, we always got a real Christmas tree. And fun fact, when we would decorate the tree when I was younger, we always watched Christmas movies. And so, like, it was just on repeat. And then my mom started doing it with me usually. But then as I got older, I would do it by myself. So, like, I would just turn on the Christmas movies and on our TV in the front and just have it playing while I was, like, going through the lights, going through making sure that they work. Because, you got to plug them in, see if they work, untangle them. Like, that thing it felt like hours. And also taking out like the figurines that we had. We had like not only did we have the decorations that went on the tree, but we had decorations that went on the house. So around the house. So I would always like be hanging stuff and like making sure everything was together. We have like a gang of stockings. And fun fact also, my mom, when I was growing up, whenever we had a new baby born into our family, my mom always bought a new stocking for their first Christmas. So we got like a gang of stockings. Like at some point, when I was putting them up, I was like, yo, like, where are we going to put all of these stockings? Like, and it just kept coming and kept coming. Like, I think at my house in Chicago, we still have like my first Christmas stocking and my brother's first Christmas stocking, like all these years later. And then also we have a fireplace in my house in Chicago. So we will always stream lights around that. And we will also put lights on the mantle in Chicago. So, and that would always match the green tree that we had. So yeah, our tree was green growing up, and the decorations, like I said, we just went all around the house. But real fun fact, another one is we had this one deer every year that kept getting stolen. And I feel like the same person stole our deer every year. And they waited for us to put the deer out. So whoever took our deer them years ago, 3 years in a row, I'm going to need you to return that real quick. Because we got cameras now so we can see you with the good eye. Don't do that again. So I would always get upset because our deer got stolen every day. And then on top of that, y'all, okay, so we got 3 big bushes in front of our house, right? And so the person who stole the deer had the nerve to try to steal the lights off of our bushes. But you know what's funny? It's funny now that I think about it, but in the moment was like really, really upset about it. What's funny is he only took half of the lights. And I guess he must have got tired because when we came home, the lights was just hanging off. I was like, so you got tired and didn't want to finish like the rest of the job? Like if you're going to take somebody's stuff, take all of it. But you shouldn't be doing that at all. But I'm just saying like, we would always get frustrated on that, but stuff happens, whatever. But yeah, those were our decorations growing up, and our tree was green. Okay, the next question that was sent to me is, what was Christmas Day like growing up for you? Okay, so Christmas Day, usually we would already have the food made. So we never had like Christmas breakfast or anything. Like we just went straight for like the Christmas dinner. We bypassed all of Christmas lunch, Christmas breakfast, and we just had dinner first. And then usually I would be the first one to wake up in the house. And even like now, which is kind of crazy, like I wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning on Christmas Day, and I would tiptoe to the tree to see what Santa got me, and then tiptoe back. And then I will wait like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then I get up like, guys, it's Christmas. And I would go through the house like that. I already know my parents hated me growing up because my dad would get up with his robe, and he would just, his eyes were like half like sunken in his face, and get up and try to pretend like he was with it. And then he would come to the front where the Christmas tree and stuff was. But then he would just like go downstairs and try to get himself together. And it was always only 10 minutes. And he's like, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Like, I don't know what he did for them 10 minutes. But when he came back, he was Gucci. But I know he was like upset because I would literally get up and scream in the house, it's Christmas! And then like go to the tree. So yeah, that was Christmas growing up for me. And then after we opened presents and stuff like that, sometimes we would take pictures or do like home videos. Back when we had like the video recording camera. And then after that, our family, without a doubt, every Christmas, we always just watch movies for the whole day because everybody in the house got at least one movie. Like that was the thing. Everybody got like one DVD or one movie, and we would just watch movies the whole day. When I got older with my younger brother, our thing was, okay, so we get up, do the gifts and all of that, open presents, watch a few movies, and see, then my brother and I, that's my ride or die, we would house hop. So we'll go to my grandma's house first, we'll go to like a cousin's house, then we go to my godmom's house. Yo, we was stacking up on every plate we could, like every place we went to, we ate. And so like that was our thing. And then also like during the holidays, getting older, as we were growing up, my brother and I, we would have like movie dates. So me and him would both go to the movies and stuff like that. So like I remember when Jumanji first came out, my brother and I went to the movies to see that. And certain things like when they premiere, it would just be my brother and I. Like we would just go to the movies by ourselves. It was our thing. So yeah, that was pretty much it. It was like real chill. Growing up, we didn't do too much. Like we went to church service like that Sunday or night before, whatever. So it would just be real chill, just kind of around the house. And then, like I said, once we got older, my brother and I, we would kind of go to different family houses and then go out to the movies. So thank you for the question. Next question. Okay, holiday memories from when I was a child. Okay, so one of the... And I really, really love this memory. And I think about it all the time, especially during this time of year. One of the greatest memories for me from when I was a child was my mom and I making Christmas cookies from scratch. It was the best. I mean, we made sugar cookies from scratch, and we had the little cookie cutters. So we had like the snowman, we had Santa, we had the gingerbread man, we had the little candy cane. And so my mom and I would make these cookies every year, and we would usually start off either listening to music, and then it would switch to us like watching Christmas movies. But yeah, I remember that. And I also remember my mom making icing from scratch. So for me as a child, that was like the best thing in the world. Like, how do you know how to make icing from scratch? Who does that? So for me, like as a child, I was always so amazed. And I remember we had like the rolling pins that we would use, but we had this Pocahontas cup that I had for when I was younger, and I don't know what material they used to make this cup, but it rolled better than like the little baker rolls that you use when you're rolling out dough. And so we would always flour that little cup and use it to roll out the cookies before putting the cookie cutters in the dough. So for me, that was so funny because like, what? Like, it was like this little plastic cup. And I don't know how we began using that, how that was a tradition or whatever. But that was so funny to me. But yeah, I think that's one of the greatest things. One of my greatest memories of growing up, for sure. Like, we did it faithfully every year. Okay, guys, this is going to be the last question. And it says, can you tell us about a most recent Christmas memory? Okay, absolutely. So when I was in Chicago, before officially relocating to LA, I taught at schools. And then eventually I ended up teaching at just one school. And so one recent memory is actually preparing for the holiday or Christmas program at the school. So for me, that was always great. Working with the kids, getting them together, like they had little skits, they had little acts that they did. So for me, I think that was one of the greatest things, is just having that experience of kids experiencing hope. You know, it's not all about the money. It's not all about, you know, what you can get during this season, but it's about giving back. And for me, that's priceless. You can't put a price on that. You can't put a monetary value on that. And at the end, during that week, seeing their faces as they perform for the Christmas celebration, for the holiday program, for me, it just warms my heart. And it's something that I always kind of go back to, because you could just feel the joy. You could feel the anticipation. You could feel like they felt like they accomplished something, because they worked so hard to put on this program to show not only their classmates, but to show the parents and the community that came out to support them. And so for me, that is one of the most memorable memories that I have, is working with kids for the program. I did it, I think, 2 years in a row. But before that, I also did it at a dance studio that I worked at in Chicago. So in total, I think I worked on maybe 5 years consecutively, teaching, working with kids to put on holiday programs. So each one of them meant something to me, and just taking those memories and making them, honestly, making them a staple in the child's life using the arts. I think for me, it just holds the greatest value. Yeah, it holds the greatest value. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate all of you guys' questions. Want to know more? I would love to hear how you guys celebrate the holidays. Like, some of the questions I answered that you guys sent me, I would love for you guys to answer them as well. Like, go ahead, put them in the comments below. Let me know how you guys spend your holidays. What's your favorite Christmas movie? What are your favorite Christmas albums? How are you going to celebrate Christmas this year? Like I said, I will be here in LA. So if you guys have any suggestions on what I should do, not only for this week, but the week ending 2019. It's about to be a whole new decade, like a whole new decade. So if you guys have any suggestions on like places I should go, things I should do, please go ahead and comment below. I don't think I showed y'all my full reindeer ears. My reindeer ears, it look like it's it look like it's trying to throw up the middle finger, but I don't want it to. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy your holiday. As always, you can always follow me on my website at www.iambmore.com. You can check me out on all social media at I am Brianna Morris. And as always, subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, share. Check me out on YouTube at Brianna Morris. And as always, earn your sleep. Hustle more, live more, love more. This is B More signing out with my jingle bells for Vlogmas. 5 days of Vlogmas. But you know what? It's all right because I got some things in the works, so I will be seeing y'all soon. But until then, this is B More signing out, saying see you tomorrow. Peace. Peace.